Hello and welcome to this world tour. So recently I've gotten a new nerdy hobby, and this time it is Minecraft. But as you may be able to see, this isn't no regular version of Minecraft. Instead, oh shit, getting disrupted. This is a old version of Minecraft, beta 1.7.3 to be precise. So I saw some YouTube videos online of this version, and I think it's great. YouTube videos whereby, for example, Monster, Pepper, The Last Block, and Dialco, and I got hooked on them. I thought it was so cool what people were able to do in this very basic version of the game. So I decided to check it out myself. And here is my very humble first shelter for the first night. So I spawned around in that direction or something, struggling with getting it to run properly on my computer, so by the time I got here, with almost no loot or anything, the night has come and mobs were trying to kill me. For example, you can see this creeper explosion here. So I built this little shelter and went mining that night. And I've installed a bed here later so that I can get back and sort of skip the night here. And the sign here just means first night from Norwegian, første natt. Okay, so after building this, I wanted to find a place where I could continue living and build a base. So I looked in this direction and I liked sort of the valley that is here. So if I walk a bit further, you will soon be able to see first this interesting dirt bridge and also some sugarcane, and there you see it. My base has popped up in the red distance. Also my friend's base. I play on a server. He doesn't play much currently, but he has built that at least. So behind these trees, my makeshift tree farm, you can see the house I have built. Originally, I of course didn't start by making all this. Instead it was just this portion of the house, and it was sort of squared here. I can show a bit more of the outside here. So after building this, I haven't had no plans how I wanted it to look. So I got lucky that it sort of fitted in well here. I thought about moving the whole thing a bit closer here, because I struggle with space on the other side, but I found a way. I used a drawing program and with pixel art to sort of lay out how the base were to look. So you can see here is sort of a main building with these bits sticking out. Not decorated much yet, but that will come. So you can walk on the backside there. A bit hard to get by. All this dirt. I'm not sure this was very smart actually, but I'm committed. Alright. So it's very close to the mountain, you can see. This is quite a nice area, I haven't seen it. Maybe I can build a courtyard coming out here or something. That could be cool. And here it looks like a chunk error, because the mountain was too big and I decided to just dig it out. And I haven't taken any time to make it actually look nice. Instead it's just, yeah, a chunk error. But I guess it works for now, and I'm gonna polish that a little bit later. Or at least that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it will ever happen with how lazy I am. And in here I can show the interior, which I've spent a lot of time on recently, and it's been tons of fun. So first it's a little entrance area with some clothing hangers with levers and some shelves here. And in here I have my storage room with loads of chests, using the same chest layout as Pepper does, which works great, saves a lot of space. It was he that pushed me to make this world tour finally. I've sort of been pulling it off, or putting it off for a while, I mean. As I've always wanted to improve the world just a bit more, but If I continue doing that forever, there will be no world tour. So these chests are mostly empty currently. I sort of made the layout I want with the blocks here, in signalizing what blocks is on the inside. But as you can see, it's just a mess for now. And I have a lot of chests for cobblestone and dirt, especially. And why, I will show later. But I have loads of these resources stored up, and yeah, it's insane. I'll show you later. Alright, so in here is the kitchen of the house. Kitchens don't serve a practical purpose in Minecraft, but I thought it was fun to build. Using the standard design with the detector rails. Figured that pistons would work well as countertops, as they sort of have this table edge with the wood part and the stone part beneath. And the signs work as shelves, no, drawers I mean. And I have some chests here which I plan to store food in. And in here I have the furnace room with some coal, so that I can smelt all my stuff. Not possible to make auto smelters in this version, so this is what I have to deal with. Not that I've ever built an auto smelter in any version. This room I'll show afterwards. It's the crown jewel of this base and maybe of the world in its entirety. So here's the little hallway over to the second floor. And this was part of the original house. This is sort of where it cuts off, or I've extended it a bit, but this is sort of the space that I had in the original house before I built all this other stuff around it. So some windows with a quite nice view of this pond, which has an interesting story I will get to later. Okay, so I forgot to tell about the pond. And it's not really that interesting. It's just that there was no pond there when I first built my base. Instead it was just sort of a mini desert, and I thought it was a perfect spot for a pond in between like the mountains and such. So I just dug it out and made a pond. And that is a hint to what I will be showing later in this video, which is a bit bigger scale. These decorations here are a bit difficult to interpret what actually is, or what they are meant to be, I mean. But that's sort of the point with beta Minecraft. It's so simple that you have to settle with simple solutions and be a bit creative to get what you want. So this is supposed to be a guitar, and here a ping pong table. And a coach, which I found the design for online. Quite classic design, I think most have seen coaches like that. And up here I have a little hallway going into the bedrooms. Spending a lot of wool that took ages to gather. And here's the first bedroom I created. Very simple, very small, but it's nice, with some hidden lights behind here and this interesting sort of standing light. I may cover it with trapdoors to make it nicer, I haven't quite decided yet. Okay, and over here is my second bedroom with a what are these? Closet and a TV. I wanted to have it differently. I spent a lot of time on the interior to make it different and interesting all throughout the house. And here's the main bedroom. Big bed. This closet, which I'm very pleased with. This sort of shelves using stairs. And it's functional too, in the way that you can open doors. Not that it's useful in any way, but cool, I guess. And here's a TV I made. And a little coach to sit in and enjoy. Not possible to connect staircases in this version, so I had to deal with a full block here. And this painting I will get back to later. Okay, so over here I have a little record player a Tandberg Sølvsuper 11, as it's called in Norwegian, which is the record player, or not record player, the stereo system I have at home, which is an old 70s thing that I got for very cheap, but it's very cool and it actually works very well as well. And there's a couch and a table. And over here you can look out to an area I will show now. Okay, so here is the main hall of the house, which I'm very pleased with. I love the lines of oak logs going here, love the red walls, which took quite a while to gather. This table here, where I used pressure plates and levers as sort of plate and knife or fork or something like that, and a banner hanging down here, and a nightlight, I say, roof windows to sort of get light in here, and candles with the torches, or that's at least the intention. You sort of have to be a bit creative with blocks in this version, as there are so few, and that's kind of what I love about it. Over here there's a little staircase up to another lookout area of the hall, with a quite nice view, seeing looking in there, some of the storage area, and of course the main hall, some seating places, and a sort of mini library here. So I'm very pleased with that. I love the idea of more connecting the interior in a way, so that there are different rooms that sort of bleed into each other. So the second floor there with the hallway bleeds into this hallway, and that way it's fun to go around and explore the game, or explore the house, I mean. And that's something that's kind of lost in the new versions, as you have the lighter and small details don't matter as much. You just fly around and build fancy big exteriors, but focusing on the details is what I love about this game. I see that it's come night now, so I'll go and sleep. Only half a heart. If it spawns one again, I'm dead, I think. Oh, come on! And I spawn over here, god damn it! Come on! Okay, that was quite the circus, but finally I'm back. So I guess I'll show the last thing of this house. You may have noticed that not all the space in the house is utilized. So when you look at the outside, there's a concaved roof over here, but there's nowhere to get up there. Or is it? So I mentioned this painting earlier, and if I walk on it, as you usually do in Minecraft, nothing happens. But if I throw an item in there, you hear a piston noise, and it's opened here. And up here, I'm doing absolutely nothing. Just so that's out of the way. And I can go pick up the item again, and it will close. So that's kind of fun. Love the building that. Just a piston and some redstone and the inverter using a torch. Alright, so let's go check out the rest of this world. So that's where I spawned in earlier when I died. And this is where I've spent most of the time on this world. So here you can see a railroad. Huge, very long railroad with these arcs going here, which I love designing and I love the look of them, but oh wow, it was difficult to build. Sort of got a pattern to it, but you can see it goes for a long while. And I haven't built a railroad station or anything like that. Instead it's just this ugly wooden staircase up here. but I guess we can ride it here. So put down the minecart and press the button and off we go. Very annoying with the follow cam in this version, you can see it bounces back and forth. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a mod or making a mod if it doesn't exist to remove that feature, as it's very annoying. And you may notice here that the world doesn't look quite usual. It's not just that it isn't rendering in, but a bit more than that. And over in this distance, big ugly structure showing up. And this is my soon to be, or soon maybe an exaggeration, but at least a passive mob farm in the works. So I decided, instead of spending a couple of hours gathering wool, it would be way easier to spend days and weeks digging out this huge area to make an automatic wool farm. I can see it comes down mobs here now. It's quite rare that it does actually, because I'm not done with the perimeter. Oh, come on. I was about to say he deserved to live, but I guess he was unlucky. So this quadrant is fully dug out. Actually, I'll go up here, it's a better view. Right, so finally up here. This is a very simple design. Just some grass platforms where the items, where the mobs can go in the water stream, fall down and die, so that I can gather their loot. And hopefully it's some sheeps. I'm thinking to put some water down there or something that prevents sheep from dying, so that I instead can dye them and share them, so that I utilize the dyes better. So here you can see the most difficult quadrant I've dug out. It's very, very tall with the stone, and the stone takes ages to mine, and the dirt as well, I guess. So this has been so much time spent on this. I have 3 in real life days in this world, and realistically a bit more because I switched instances at some point. And it has taken so long to dig out all this, but I'm very proud of it still. I'm looking forward to digging out the whole area, so it's just water everywhere, you see. I could have just not dug it and filled it with water instead, cover it with water, but I think it's cooler this way. And what is the point of Minecraft if not to be cool? And here is a quadrant that I haven't even begun on yet, just some creeper explosions that I've let happen. And this is the first done quadrant. You see there is stone in some of these places. That means it was tall, and that took a long time to dig out. Where it's just dirt, it was way easier, but still so much time. And as I'm playing on a server, I can't click mine, so it takes even longer than most digging projects in beta. Because if you don't know, it's faster to click and mine instead, because there is a delay between each block you break. But on servers, the server lag is too big to make it work. I'll go down and show you. It's a better view from down there, sort of get a better sense of the scale. But first, sleep so that we aren't bothered with the monsters. I carry soup in this way so that I can save some space. And soup is a great way to get food as well, as it... I'm not sure how many hearts it heals, but at least 5, as you could see there. So we walk over here and get a sense of the scale. It took so long, all this. So a great way to listen to music, in my opinion, instead of just sitting there and not doing anything. Sort of having something to fill with makes it a better experience, in my opinion. And I also usually dig in sort of patterns, like this staircase, or digging out this block of items, and maybe a diagonal staircase or something like that. It makes it more fun. Also digging out the dirt first, sort of things to make it less of a tiring process. So you can see it's very tall with stone, and each block takes a while to mine. And no duping of TNT or anything. All this is hand dug, and some creeper explosions too, I guess. So this takes so much time, but it's relaxing, I guess. And that is really all I have done in this world. A lot of the time has went into this digging project, but on the side I've built the main base, which is very fun to construct with the detailing and all that. And there's so much more I want to do. Of course, fill out this, or clear out this area. I also want to make it look nicer with this passive mob farm. Maybe make a castle or something to surround it. That could be cool. A sort of castle with a huge water perimeter around it. That would be insane. And this long bridge going into it. Yeah, I think maybe I do that. And also polish up the outside of the house. Maybe build a town somewhere. So much to do, and I love this version. Great community around it too. So I'll definitely keep on playing, and I'll make another world tour if I get some more progress and build something cool. Oh, and by the way, all these chests are filled with items. Filled to the brim of all the things I've dug out here. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a nice rest of your day.